Hey everyone, this is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle by XeonRisq called Tuning Forks. This is a puzzle that was submitted with no name, and I had a discussion with XeonRisq and said, I think the shapes look a little bit like tuning forks, and he went, yeah, go with that. So that was really cool. The other things I want to mention before I get onto the puzzle is that I've been doing some more streaming, and I hope to keep doing that probably every fortnight. As of recording, it's scheduled for a couple of days from now, but I'm hoping to hope by the time this comes out, you should have seen it. Here's hoping nothing goes wrong. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, also the first few sessions of my Dungeons and Dragons solo campaign have been released to the channel. And some of you may be wondering, why is he releasing these videos to a puzzle channel? The channel was originally going to be about board gaming and role playing, and I ended up not actually figuring out what I wanted to do with it. And then I didn't know what to do to make a channel work. And then when I got into puzzling, I started recording some of my own puzzle solves, and then it sort of took off from there. And I've been able to develop some experience with all the puzzle stuff. And when I had to rebrand the channel, when YouTube turned me into a branded channel and all of that sort of stuff, then Bremster Puzzles kind of happened because for some strange reason the name Bremster wasn't available. So everything went a bit weird, and but I did always want to get back to that. So if you're wondering why those videos are there, it's because of that. If you're not interested in that content, just skip them. Though a few of the people who've seen, there's an unlisted playlist where some of them have been released previously, and the content that's being released is coming from there. And so the videos will be available in that unlisted playlist probably for a while in advance of them hitting the main channel. Those people have said that they've really enjoyed them. So we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, if you only are here for the puzzle content, then just skip those videos. If you want to see me do something a bit different, then by all means, check them out. So anyway, let's have a look at Tuning Forks by XeonRisq. So how does this puzzle work? We have normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have quadruple circles. Digits in quadruple circles must be placed at least once in the 4 cells surrounding that circle. So we know around this quadruple circle we must place the digits 2, 3, 8, and 9. But for example, around this one, we could have 2 3s, a 5, and a 9. That would be fine. Or 3, 5, 9 with something else. All we know is 3, 5, and 9 have to be placed around that circle. And then on green whisper lines, adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So, my testers told me that this was sort of a tricky puzzle and to be very careful, which worries me a little. They said it was easy to get trapped, and several of them, or one of them, said that they made a lot of mistakes in this. So expect mistakes, maybe. So, of course, I'm going to start with quadruples. So 4 and 4. So the numbers I'm looking for are going to be 4s and 5s and 6s. So 5 must go in here. If I put 5 in here, this becomes 2, 4, 6, but that'd be okay. And the reason I'm looking for 4, 5s, and 6s is 5 can never go on a whisper line because the 5 different would knock it out of 1 to 9. And 4 and 6 are similarly constrained. There's only one digit that can go next to 4, which is 9, and only one digit that can go next to 6, which is 1. Similarly, on a whisper line, or another thing about a whisper line is adjacent digits on a whisper line will always alternate polarity, low, high, because of the 5 difference. Any low digit, 5 different will be a high digit. Any high digit, 5 different will be a low digit. So once you figure out the high-low polarity of any cell on a line, you can color the whole line or figure out the polarity of any cell on that line. But I still need to figure out how to break in. Now 4 is in here, which means 4 isn't here, so 4 is in one of those. But 4 can't be here, because if this was a 4, both of those would have to be 9. So that's not going to work. So this is the 4. And these are 1, 8, and 9. But one of those has to be a 1, because one of those has to be low. So this is not the 1, which means this is high. and I can color it. So that's high, and that's high. Those are high, and those are low. So this is from 6, 7, 8, 9. Can't be 6 because 6 is down here in the box. And this is only from 8 and 9 because of the quad. Similarly, this is only from 2 or 3. Okay. Now this could be from almost anything because I've got a free digit. This 4 is putting 4 in one of those two, but I can't put 4 there for the same reason. Both of those would have to be 9. So this is actually a 4, which means both of those have to be 9. So that is low, and those are both high. Now, if that's 9, that's not 9, and 9 has to be in one of those two, which means that's not 9. Which means these are a 2, 7 pair. 8 is in one of those. I meant to do that in the corner. Now, if this is 8, 2, 7... This is 827, this would have to be 1. And if this is 827, this would have to be 1, because the only digit that can go next to 7 is 1 or 2. But if this is the 7 and this is the 2, that can't be a 2. And if this is the 7 and this is the 2, that can't be a 2. So this is a 1-8 pair. Which just proves that the 9 is in here. That's very weird. So this... It's 1, 2, 3, or 4. No, it's not 4, because I can't put a 9 there. So this is 1, 2, or 3. Hang on. That's not a 4 either, because I can't put 9 there. So 4 is in one of those two. 4, 9 doesn't work. That's not a 4. If that was a 4, this would have to be a 9. And then with these two 9s, how do I put a 9 on that quadruple? I couldn't do it. That is not a 4. That is a 4. That is a 5. And this is a low digit. So now I have to put a 6 in one of those. 6, 1 would work. 6, 1... Probably? 1 here would put 1 here, which would make that a 1. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. Okay. Now I've got to put 2, 3, 8, and 9. So these are only from 2, 3, 8, and 9, but I don't know which is which. This 5 is knocking 5 out of all of those. So 5 is in one of those two, which doesn't do much. Oh, that's nice. This is a quadruple trick I've used a bit myself. That can't be an 8. If that's an 8, where do I put 8 on that quadruple? Because that sees all 3 of those cells in the row or the box. So that's a 7, which means these can't be 3 because 3 is too close. So this is 2 and this is 1. Now I need to put a 3 in one of those. So these are 3, 8, 9. Now this is not a 1 anymore. Hang on, why was that a 1? Why couldn't that be a 2? This is 1 or 2. No, this is, sorry. So I took the 3 out. This is 2, but this is 1 or 2. I don't know why I put that in there. So this feels more correct. I don't know why I put the 1 in there. It's like, hang on, didn't I have a 2 in there? Because I just said was about to say this had to be 2, 6, but wasn't that a place for 2? Of course that's a place for 2. That was a almost error. But there's now these are 3, 8, 9. And there is a 3 in one of those two. This is high. There is a 6 in one of those. There's a 4 up here. If I put a 4 here, this would be a 1. No, sorry, this would be a 9. And that would be okay, because that would make that a 9. Because there has to be a 9 here, and that cell sees all of those. There is a 9 up here, but it has to be, no, it doesn't have to be on that quad. It could be on both of those. But there's a 4 up here. Could that be a 4? That can't be a 4, because that would have to be a 9, and these 9s are pointing up. So that can't be a 4. So there's a 4 there or there. This could be a 4 if both of those are 9. Wait a minute. 9 is down here by Sudoku, which means there's no 9 in here. There's a 9 in one of those two. So this can't be a 4 because I'd have to put a 9 there, but I can't put 9 there because if I put 9 there, I'm not putting 9 on this quad. So this is not 4. 4 is in here. This is tricky. Interestingly enough, I could tie the polarity of these lines together, this one and this one, because one of those is a 1. So if this is low, this is high. If this is high, this is, sorry, if this is low, this is high. If this is low, this is high. So these are different. These are different. I'll come back to that if I have to. One of these is a 9. No, I'm not seeing anything there. 7 can't be there, so 7 is in one of those two. That's not jumping out at me either. That cell? If it was high, it would have to be 8. If this is 8, this is 9, this is 1, this is 8, and this would be low, and that would work. Where does 3 go in this box? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 6 are in here. I get the feeling there's something about these that I am missing. But these are from 127, so one of these has to be low. I can't put 1 in any of these cells. This could be 7 if that's 7. So let's finish colouring. This is low. So this is actually from 1, 3, or 4. It's wide open. So maybe it's this quad because of this triple. So these can't be 1. They're from 2, 3, can't be 4, can't be 5, 6, 7, can't be 8 or 9. Now this can't be 2. So this is from 3, 6, or 7. If that's 3, that's 3. If any of these are 3, that's 3. If that's 3, then hang on. That can't be 3, because if that's 3, I can't put 3 there. So that's not 3. This is 2, 6, or 7. But if that's 3, that could be 3. So if this is 6, both of those are 1. Yeah, okay. If this is 7, these are from 1 and 2. If these are 3, this is 8, and this is 8. These would both be 8. That works too. No, that's not the trick. So one of these has to be a 1. If that's a 1, that's not a 1. If that's not a 1, if that's a 1. So one of those has to be a 1. And they both see that cell, either via the whisper or via in the row. So that can't be a 1. If that was a 1, I couldn't put a 1 in either of those, which means I couldn't put a 6 in either of those, and that would be broken. So that means 1 is in one of those 3, because these are 1, 2, 7, 9. If either of these are a 1, this is the 6. If this is the 6, this is the 1. So 9 is up here somewhere, but it could still be there and there, I think. I don't see how to lock this in. Okay. If this is one color, this is the other. Because if this is 1, this is 8, and therefore becomes high. Let's use orange. And if this is low, sorry, if this is low, this becomes high. And if this is high, then this becomes low. It's just because it's the only place for the 1. So these 3 are all purple. These are orange. These are purple. These are orange. Does that tell me anything at all? So all of the lows are taken up in this column. So because I've got 2 purple, 2 orange, so that can't be the 4. So this has to be the 4 because I've got 2 oranges, 2 purples, and 2 lows. So that couldn't be the 4. Otherwise, neither orange nor purple could be low. So both of those become 9. These are not 9. This is not 9. This is now a 1-8 pair. This is really making it tricky to scan, I'll tell you that. So the purple 1-8 is in here. So this is from 158. No, the purple 1-8. It's not there. It's not there. Oh, it could be there. Nine is in here. Since I got that 9. These can't be low. Purple can't be low. If purple is low, they're both 3 because I can't put 1 in either of them. Why can't I put 1 in either of them? That can't be a 1. Why can't I put 1 in either of them? I can't put 1 here because of the 1-8. Why can't I put 1 there? Is that because I can't put 1 on the quad. Purple is high. So purple becomes yellow. Orange becomes blue. So this is a 1. This is an 8. This is not 3. This is an 8. This is an 8. This is a 7. This is a 2. This is a 1. Tricky stuff. This is now high, so it has to be 6. So this is low, and these are from 1, 2, 3. And this is from 1, 2, 3. There's no 2 up here. So this is from 3, 6, 7. This is 3. This is not 3. That is also low. And these are from 1, 2, 5. And there's a 1, 2. Well, this is 3 because of the 1, 2 pair. This is 5. And this is the other 1, 2. So that is low. Tricky stuff. This is from 1, 2, 3. And it's not 1 or 2. This is the 3. There's no 3 here, which I could have got from the box. This is low. So this is low and this is low. And these are high. This being low makes it 2. This sees 1, 2, and 4, so this is 3. So these have to be from 8 and 9. This has to be high and it can't be 7. This is 9. This is not 9. This is can't be 6. This has to be the 8 because it's from 6 or 8, and 6 is too close to 3. Now, these are not 2. They are 1. This is a 1, 7 pair. And this 1 is telling me the order. This is the 7, this is the 1. So this has to be high. So it's 6 or 7. As is this. This is 6 or 7 and it sees 6. This is 7, this is 6. These are high, this is low. This 1, 2 is not yet resolved. Not that I'm seeing. This is the 7. So that is high. And these are 5 and 6, and I don't have an order for them. This is the 3 because of the quadruple. That's a 3, which is low. 1 is up here because I have to put 1 on this quad and it can't be here. And 4 is down here. What are these? These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, and I can't put 4 there. 2, 4, 5. Oh, I can't put 2 there. 2 is in here. In fact, 2 can't be there. This is the 5, this is the 4, and this is the 2. 4 and 2 are both low. So these are 5 and 6. Which means I've got a 6 on this quad. I need a 3 and a 9. So this is 3 and 9. Don't know the order yet. So this has to be 1 and 6 to complete this quad. And I know the order of that one. That's the 6 and that's the 1. I really like linking these lines up. It just took me a while to do it and therefore a while to see it. So this has to be high because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 7, 8 or 9 because it sees all the other digits. Actually, this 6 makes this 7, which makes this 6. 6, by the way, was high. I could have coloured that a while ago. And this is a naked single. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 5. So now I've got a quadruple in this row. Actually, this looks more restrained. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is a 6 or an 8, which is high. So this is high and this is low. And this sees 1 and 4, so it's 2 or 3. And this is high, that sees 6 or 8, so it's 7 or 9. I have to put 3 on this quad, which means this is a 2. 3 is here, so this is 9 and this is 3. This is high and this is low. 9 is now right there in this box. It has to go in one of those two cells, and that 9 is putting it there. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, and 8. Well, 3 can't be there or there, so this is the 3. This is the 3. This is a 7, 8 pair, and that 7 gives me the order. This is the 8, this is the 7, both of which are high digits. Now, 2 can't go next to 6. This is the 8. This is now a pair at the top. 1, 2, and 6. And this 6 is giving me the order. 2 and 6. So that is low and that is high. I'm not sure I need the colouring anymore, because these lines are all pretty short. I'm going to get rid of the colouring. This is a triple. This is not the 3 because of that 3. That was probably there a while ago. So these are 4, 5, and 6. There's no 6 there, and I can't put 5 on a whisper line. So this is low, so it's 1 or 3, and there's a 1 looking at it. That's a 3. So this has to be, it's next to a 4, so it has to be a 9. And there's no 4 over here, so 5, 6. But I have to put a 6 on this quadruple. 6, 5, 5, 6. That's really cool. I like that as a resolution. 1, 2, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 1, 2, and 4. There's no 4 there. There's no 2 down there. So this is the 2. 1 and the 4 is not resolved yet. It's probably up here, isn't it? I can't put 4 on this line. So 4 is off the line. Because if I put 4 on the line, I'd have to put 9 on the line, and I can't do it. I've got to put 7 in one of those two. If I put 7 there, this is a 1. I've got to put 8 in one of those two. But the 1 is wide open. So that's not where I think I should be looking. What are these 3 digits? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, and 6. Well, there's no 6 here. There's no 1 or 5 here. This is the 6, this is the 5, this is the 1. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's an 8 in column 3 already. So this is the 5, this is the 8. That tells me what this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 9. So this is not a 9. In fact, this is a 7 by the column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes in here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, and 8. This 5 has made this 6, but that's not doing anything. So it's got to be this line. So let's pencil mark everything. So we've got 1, 4, 7, and 8. So 1 has to go on this line because I can't put 4 on it. So 1 is not off the line. This gives me a 4. Oh, this 7 tells me this is the 1. So this is the 8. So this is the 4. This is the 7. The 4 looks down, making this 1 and 4. The 1 looks across, making this 2 and 1, which looks down, making this 2 and 1. And the 4 looks across, making this 8 and 4. And that is the solution to tuning forks by XeonRisq. There were some real tricks in there. I've done a lot of German Whisper and quadruple puzzles because of packs that I've been involved with, and they're constraints I've set with a lot. And there were some tricks in there that are quite tricky, but I think one of the challenges you get when you do a lot of puzzles of the same constraints over and over, or you set with them so you explore the logic, is you kind of become a little bit blind to how tricky some of the spots could be. And I just went through that one fairly quickly. But I would rate this as quite a tricky little puzzle. I think, yeah, the testers turned around and said this was a mid-range difficulty puzzle. I did it in, what, 26 minutes. I still think this is probably a mid-range difficulty puzzle, and I wouldn't be surprised if some people come out saying it took them over 40 minutes, because there's some really tricky spots in there. And I can see how people would make mistakes. Yeah, that one is really, really cool. I like that puzzle a lot. Thank you, Xeon, for sending it through. I really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the channel. Hope you're enjoying the content. As I said, if the D&D stuff is not your thing, just don't watch it. There will always be more puzzle content. If you're not sure if it'll be your thing, have a look at the intro video that I've released, which will, hopefully it's all out by now. If it's not, it'll be coming soon. I've released an intro video, which is me explaining what the solo D&D series is, and what it's going to be. And then the first few videos I record are a little bit clunky. I'm still finding my feet with the system, and I haven't got the recordings and everything right. I'm improving every time I do it and getting a little bit more comfortable. So the further I get through it, the better they are. But also, it's a continuing story. So if you jump in partway through, you may not have some of the backstory. It's up to you. Episode 3 is not a bad place to jump in. Episode 6, I believe, is also not a bad place to jump in. People have said episode 7 is not a bad one as well, which is the most recent I've recorded. It's up to you. They're there. They're a thing. Thanks, everyone. I hope you're enjoying everything, as I said. And as always, good luck with your solving.